Welcome back to the Super Sunday Challenge. I am here in York in a hotel room, so it looks completely different. Away seeing friends, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to do the Super Sunday Challenge. Of course not. Last week was a fantastic victory. Left me very happy. All 13 games slayed. So this week, I'm knocking 5 minutes off the time, and we're going to do the same games in order. A reminder, the Super Sunday Challenge is where I do 13 daily word games, and I have to use the previous words to help solve the subsequent games. It makes the challenge extremely hard. 40 minutes on the clock. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, we start off, as always, with a Fusele. Fusele. Okay, and we got to have, your guess must repeat a letter. All right. What do we want then? I think we want to go sales. S is always very useful. Oh dear. All right, nothing. We do have an E. The colouring is inverse. Blue tiles mean that another letter from your guess is in that spot. Okay, we want all new letters then. No E's. Maybe we want D. Maybe we want to go drink. Ooh, another green. Fantastic. There are 1 to 3 tiles with dashed orders that must contain vowels. Okay, well, I might then do an E there. We don't need to do filler letters. Well, maybe we want to test a U. All right, let's go TH. Let's go theme. Oh, yes, another green. Another green. We know there's no 2 E's, thankfully. So TR something E. Green, yellow and green tiles are ambiguous. Okay, that's all right. Let's try and think. It probably could be. It can't be an I. Could be truer, couldn't it? Could be truer. Should I just do it? Yeah! Kind of running out of options there. Truer is indeed the word. And we move on to Murdle, which has always been bane of my life. That's actually alright. Truer. Okay, it's given us 4 in the blotch. I think then I'm going to go store. No S. Not nice. Maybe then we go stare. Do have A. Not in that position. Maybe because I want an L. Let's go alert. Does start with A. No L. We've only got 3 lives left. What is this? So there's no... I'm going to go anime. It's a risky move. This could be a loss. Yeah, I figured some of those letters had to be there, right? So I just lost 1 life with the M. So it's A something I. N A something I. Like that? Or it could be that. It could actually be axing, couldn't it? I'm actually, though, going to go assign. Oh, that's not a word. Okay. I'm actually going to go sting because I want to test that G. There we go. Right, so it's A something. I mean, it actually could be axing, couldn't it? It actually genuinely could be axing. It's not axing. Oh, it's going to be aging. So annoying. Double G's. Aging is the word. As we move on to Warmle, we got to run with truer. All right, and aging. Okay, that tells us, I think we've got to maybe let's start with S. Let's go M. Yeah, let's go s'more. Useful. 3 letters. We got that. Narny. Scare. Yep, scare is the word. Moving on to Polygonle Mini. Got to go slightly faster this week because of the 5 minutes off the clock. Aging was absolutely huge. In fact, we now know A. Something's there. Is it like avian? Avian it is. All right. On to word peaks. Truer, which is not a bad word for us. Aging. We want scare. We want avian. All right. First letter really struggling. Ooh, good. Probably an A. Oh, okay. So it can't be an O. Maybe just go with that. Then we want... Let's go napes. That should cut through a lot of the letters. All right. So we have an A. Have an E. Oh, no. Oh no, I think we could have a lot of options here. The end is clearly a Y. That is clearly a Y. That's true. But we've got some scary ones because it could be, of course, S. I think it's going to be matey. I think it's going to be matey. But I don't know for certain. This could be a massive loss. Whoa! Latex! Wow. Word peaks. First time I've been defeated on word peaks. And it's one of those situations where truer, aging, scare, and avian. Wow, that put us in a very bad situation. Okay, this challenge is by no means a done deal. Even games I rarely fail on word peaks can sometimes trip us up. All right, well, we're on the Crissle Crossle. Trying to wipe that disappointment from my eyes. We got truer, which actually really doesn't help. Aging, which only partially helps. We want scare. there. Wow, we are. Now, we don't need to run latex because we failed. If my calculations are correct, all we know is that there is an N. All we know is there's an N. We actually know there's no A or I. So we know the N is in 4th position. What do we want? I think we want to go found. Bloomin'. We do know there is an O, though. That has helped. I mean, it could be blonde. I think let's run it again. Yeah, I had an instinct that O was there, but no. Do we actually know about the E? No, we don't know about the E. The E could indeed be at the end. Annoyingly, with Cabal, I actually don't know about that B and L, but I'm actually going to say they're probably not going to be in the word now. It could just be phone. It is not phone. We got one more guess. One more guess. And what is this word? Oh, I know what it could be. Oh, is it going to be ozone? Oh, what a horrible word. Very happy we got it, but ozone? Oh, I see. I see. These games are really wanting me to fail now, are they? Ozone? Yuck. All right, well, here we go with Hardle. Truer. Okay, let's go aging. Scare. I think that's pretty useful. We'll go avian. Let's go ozone. Oh, wow. Right. I think we are looking at then. There's 2 O's. There's 2 O. Why aren't I getting this immediately? So I think obviously blue is green, but I mean that would have to be the thing. And that doesn't make sense. I'm just going to run a filler because I'm just getting my head in a twist here. So if I run with gloom, oh, it's going to be gooey, isn't it? Gooey. Yeah, okay. Pink is actually green. I just had a little, just a moment then. A little check on time reveals that we have 23 minutes. That is tight, but very doable to complete the rest of this challenge. Let's go with Spotle. Ooh, dear. I'm going to go with E and S. I kind of want Spora word. I want an A, really. I want an A at the end, just to see if there is an A. Maybe then we just have to go with different letters, and maybe start with A, like alert. All right, we do have an A then. Salem. Let's go with satin. All right, we do have, it is an SA word, which is very interesting. I do think we want an I. I think we want an I and an N, actually. Maybe we go Pinot. All right, no I or N. That rules that out. Oh, it could be sauna, couldn't it? Oh, no N now. Trouble is, I don't even know what the word could be. Could it be S-A something something Y? Like S-A something something Y. I mean, it could be even the savvy, couldn't it? Oh, imagine if it's savvy. It could be saggy. It could even be sappy. All right. Is there a way of getting a GY? No, probably not. Maybe we just go with GU just in case. The gun, not those. I'm actually just gonna run savvy and see. No, it isn't. Oh, sassy! I was on the right lines. Sassy. No. How did I not see sassy? That is tough. That is going to be a streak killer. That's awful. I love it. All right, we're on to Pixletters. We can run whatever we like, so I think we're going to go with classic Eerie. Gets a letter off the bat. All right. I mean, it could be an O. It could be quite a few things. The third letter. Can't be D. Could S. Let's start with S. So many words start with S. Maybe we go like that. But then the end is probably going to be maybe an R or... I'm just going to run shrub and see if that picks up any letters. We have correctly got the H. I think actually we might have an H. It might be an S, or indeed it could be an O. What makes more sense? And then also, what's that starting letter? Because if it's got an H for it, limited number of letters can go with that. There's not an S. Could be an A. Could even be an O, to be fair. I think, though, it's actually going to be a C. CH makes so much sense. Choir. No, not choir, but probably at this point, chair. Probably at this point, chair. There we are. Right, we are running out of time. 14 minutes to do the remainder of them. This is going to be a speed round required. And we run with chair. I think I'm going to go with liege, just in case, and see what that does. All right, so we know that one of these is a lie. Maybe we run Surge. Let's see what that does. Oh, okay. So this is interesting. This is very interesting. Right. So that is green. That is the lie. I'm actually going to run sieve. Okay. E is indeed true, so that is the lie there. Fine. E is true. E is true because both as S's and E's have changed. So if that E is true, that is the lie, interestingly. And in fact, it is green. Wait a sec. Wait a sec. No, that doesn't make sense. No, that doesn't make sense. Ugh. Let's row back on that logic. So, no, because these are both E's. Okay, ignore that. That logic doesn't work at all. Because actually only the S has changed. But we can compare. So one of these is a lie. And of course, one of these is a lie. I'm gonna now guess that it's the S that is indeed the lie. And it is indeed green. I'm gonna go stage and see if I can get some. Alright, once again. I just can't seem to get across this puzzle. I think the time pressure's starting to get to me now. We know there's no G. That doesn't help. I'm just so confused. And I keep running the same words because I am so confused. I don't seem to know anything on here. I actually think E is there, meaning that is a lie. And I think, because it's E, that E has to be a lie. But then that doesn't make... Oh, no, that's impossible. Because then that would be green. Making that the lie? Makes more sense for that to be the lie, which means that is the lie, and that is indeed... I think that has to be the lie, meaning that is a lie and that is a lie, which makes that the lie as well. Actually should be yellow. But then how can that also be a lie? This doesn't make... Something doesn't make sense here. This really just doesn't make sense. I'm really struggling here. Right, clear my mind. Let's start again. Okay, if that is true, if E, and it is green twice in the third position, that has to be a lie, which means that has to be a lie there, because we're looking at double greens. E's are there, which means that has to be a lie, and that has to be a lie, but then that would also have to be a lie. But then that's impossible, because you can't have two S's. So through that logic, I think it's impossible for the third E to be green. So let's run through that logic, right? It's impossible. So we've got two lies here, which makes that S a lie, because that has to be green. Sorry, because that has to be yellow. Move that. So then they're the lies. That makes that and a green, that makes that a yellow E that has to be true, making that the lie. Right. So actually, we're looking at two E's, and we're looking at an S. And of course, well, we don't know about that at this point, although it's looking likely that that is going to be. So we are looking at two E's. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, so that A is actually yellow. It's going to start with E. I can absolutely guarantee that. It can't be easel, but I'm going to run it anyway. Now, I know for a fact there are two E's here, so that has to be the lie. I also I also knew there was no L, so I tend to believe this. Eased? What? There's no two E's. Right, I'm now thinking it's going to be SA. I think it's going to be SA, and wow, that took me so long. I just can't believe that. We've got 2 minutes to do the rest. We have no likelihood of getting the rest now. Oh my goodness, that was horrible. I just had a complete brain freeze, which, yeah, that wasn't pleasant. All right, let's move on to chair and SA. Wow, I can't believe how badly I did that round. Whew. It's funny, you just take 5 minutes off the clock, and sometimes the time pressure just massively gets you. I thought it was going to be Plaza then. I'm just going to run a filler because I just can't think of any words there. And I'm running out of time. Oh, man. Just run total and see. All right. Total. Topaz? Topaz? You're kidding me! Well, even Wordle's getting involved then with a horrendous word. Glad we got it though. On to Xordle. The chances of me getting this in 1 minute is just basically impossible. But let's run it anyway. 15 seconds. We are not going to succeed, unfortunately. But there we go. Yeah, 5 seconds. I'm just now counting it down. Okay. Well, it is time up. We'll try and finish Xordle. I might just go Gunky. Let's go waved. There is a W and a V. That's helpful. I was thinking it was going to be anvils, not. Spoil's probably going to be awful. Excellent. And we got something O-V-I. Is that awful movie? Love that. All right, that was cool. Fair play. I actually did, weirdly, well with Xordle today. And we're on to word 500. It's just for pride now. Unfortunately, chair is decent. Essay, all right. Topaz, right. Awful, cool, and movie. All right, what do we got here? Not a lot of letters. That is certainly the case. Most letters are out of chair. You got to think I'm just going to guess it's going to be IR. That will rule so much more out like that. I'm just going to rule out Y. Just going to rule out that. This is just a guess at this point. Sometimes it's just good to do a quick guess. Can't be rigid. Right, I'm thinking that it's going to be this. Then I'm now questioning that I. Maybe then we go potentially C. Then we go E as opposed to S. Which then moves that out. Oh, actually, hold on. If we want O in. Okay, so O is out. I think let's put E back in. T's back in. I'm just going to randomly run Crest to see where we are. Okay, so Crest is an interesting one because that's given us... We've got 3 letters from Crest. I quite like the E. We could assume that E is the green. Let's get E involved. If it's E, it's not S. So S is out, as is Y. Actually, don't mind the T. Don't mind the T, in which case it is yellow there. It's yellow there. Don't mind... It's an interesting one, really, isn't it? I think then in that scenario, I've got to say R, which actually means C is out. Ooh, which means C is out. It means H is in. Could it then be something? Could it be something? That fits part of it, but then it would have to be R at the beginning if we think it's going to be this. R something. I don't see what that could be, though. Unless, of course, R is green and it's actually E that's yellow. Might be more palatable. Again, could be G, R, well... Maybe it's not E at all. Maybe it's I. Because I'm now... Maybe we go Grist. Grist was good. Grist was good. And now I'm thinking R is indeed there. So it's either G... Interestingly then, though, it can't be those two. So I think... it could be, in fact, actually, maybe T... Maybe T at the end makes more sense. I'm now thinking I is in the mix. If I is in the mix, that is all out. Puts R there, E is out. I think then we're looking at that. Okay, this makes sense. This makes sense. Now, what do we do? I think it's then got to be an IRT. Oh, it's going to be skirt. It's got to be skirt, hasn't it? Skirt? Yeah, there we go. All right. At least we got word 500. Admittedly, 11 minutes over time. Yeah, not a great performance today, I have to say. We did have some tough words, but I just don't think I necessarily put my best performance in. We had 2 failures. Word peaks, admittedly a very difficult word of latex, and unhelpful words up there. And then Spotle, sassy, horrible word. I guess savvy, but the word was sassy. So maybe I shouldn't beat myself up too much. I think it was possibly that Fibble soul that was the reason why I also didn't meet time. Oh well, I think this tells me one thing. The Super Sunday Challenge, 40 minutes, is on, and I will practice it and practice it until I get the victory. Thanks so much, everybody, as always, for watching. It's been my pleasure, and I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye!